yet? Oh,
No.
All right.
I know. How did it become December already? Didn't we just say that last year?
Hot
Last
tea.
year, how did December happen? You have a microphone on?
It's after, yeah, it's right here.
I got good sound off of you.
I checked it one, too.
Nike?
Yes, testing.
Good sound.
1, 2, 3.
Test.
All right.
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Stopwatch go.
And are you ready? Are you sure?
It's a holly jolly Christmas.
It is. 3, 2, 1.
The What's Neat This Week video podcast is supported by enthusiastic model railroaders just like you.
These are anyway.
And by GL Robotics, with over 61 colors of 3D printing filaments in stock, your gateway to new technology. Check out their website at glroboticsusa.com. And by ABR Model Works. ABR Model Works designs and makes model railway building kits and scenic accessories for HO scale, with an emphasis on ease to build and highly detailed, realistic-looking scenes, and are available at Spring Creek Model Trains. Check out their website at abrmodelworks.com. Additional support is provided by Spring Creek Model Trains, your destination for model trains. Stop in and say, wow. Check out their website at springcreekmodeltrains.com.
And by Intermountain Railway Company, where the detail makes the difference. Check out their website at intermountain-railway.com.
Further support is provided by Microengineering, keeping you on track with quality products for 55 years. Check out their website at www.microengineering.com. Order from your local dealer or order direct by calling 1-800-462-6975.
Additional support is provided by Yelsma Graphics, America's leading distributor of quality railroad art and embroidered clothing since 1985. Check out their website at yelsma.com. Further support is provided by the NCE Corporation, the power of DCC. Visit their website at ncedcc.com. And thank you for supporting the What's Neat This Week podcast.
This is the What's Neat This Week show in model railroading, show number 217 for December 3rd, 2022. I actually typed 2023 this week because I got the January show put together. Yes, I did. I had to do that last week. And in that show, I'm going to share with you what we built in that show in a few minutes. First of all, I've got sitting over to my side over here where I always go, the amazing Joshua Barton.
What's up, everybody?
I got to do it right. Shugar Fire, Joshua.
What's
I
up,
know,
everybody?
right? December 12th. Is that still the date to open up the new store?
Nope, unfortunately, it's now January 2nd. I had to type 2023 in this week today, and I'm in the hiring phase right now, and we have some nice things to show you tonight.
It's hard to find good employees these days,
sure
according to the news. On the other side of me over here, I've got the great Michael Budde, otherwise known as Mike Budde. Hey, Mike.
Hey, everybody.
It's good to have you on the show tonight. I really appreciate how often you come here and help us do this. And you have got some really neat stuff to show off tonight.
He does. He does.
Denny told me, Denny Yelsma at yelsma.com, Denny told me that the cutoff date for Christmas orders for jackets, hats, stockings, and all the wonderful stuff that you can have your railroad emblem stitched onto, the deadline for that is going to be December 10th. Which comes out to be next Saturday if you want to receive your products by Christmas as gifts. That's his cutoff date. There was a lot of people at Train Fest that purchased a lot of wonderful products from Denny. It was nothing but good news at Train Fest all week long last week. I didn't hear anything negative, so congratulations to Kalmbach.
Yeah.
If Dave Swanson's still involved in that with the Great American Train Show, folks, I'm not sure if they are. I think they are. But good job, gentlemen. You put together a first-rate show, just the way it used to be. Also this week in St. Louis, we had the Great American Train Show, and you know that's Dave Swanson's project. And that was in Collinsville, Illinois, over here in St. Louis. I didn't go to it, but a lot of our friends and podcasters did. And Steve Mantilla told me he did a fabulous job at sales. He was very pleased with the turnout. So rock and roll, man. Model railroading is doing very well.
Is that the one we went to?
We went to it.
You guys went?
Yeah, of course we went.
I missed it.
I know.
We saw Steve over there.
We're going to start a new podcast with our adventures because we're going all over the place. We went to Redboard Hobbies and visited Paul
Yeah,
Fry.
we got these cabooses, but that's coming up.
Very cool. I spent all of last week, I actually built a project. The first project I built this entire year was helping Jushua put together that Shugar Fire restaurant diorama that I think you shared at the RPM meet. Was that right?
I did.
I actually built a scene this week. I spent 4 days building a brand new switchyard diorama, similar to the one that Jeff Meyer used to bring by over here all the time, and the ones that I've used through the years for Athearn Trains. But all the podcast photos, what you don't know is every time I shot these photos of Intermountain equipment or any of the stuff from Spring Creek or any of the other providers that provided us with models on the show, I would shoot them on these dioramas with cracked up ballast and rails popping off. These things were rough because they spend their entire life out in the garage, and over 5 or 7 years, that takes its toll on a walnut shell ballasted scene. And so I had to build a new one this week, and it actually evolved during the construction, and it becomes the January 2023 What's Neat video on how to build a switchyard for your layout and or a switching diorama, because I built it as if I was going to wire it up. And the most amazing thing was the cement pads that I built for it, the tarmacs, to display auto racks or show piggy packers, loading trains. You know, there's so many different ways when you've got a diorama. There's got a switchyard on one side, and then on the other side, it's got this cement foundation, which, you know, again, it's perfect for these type of models where you're loading up, right?
Yeah.
So rock and roll. Nice to have some new equipment to work with, and a diorama to me is a piece of equipment.
Absolutely.
It's probably fun to do for a change too.
Holly told me it was therapy for me.
It is.
She said I seemed happy, that I was working, and I don't disagree with her. I actually never paid attention to it. I was just trying to get the end result.
Right.
Because I had to shoot a bunch of new models on it that we will have on the show next week, and that's all I can say about that.
Okay.
Yes.
All I've got to say about that.
So, Mike, I see you got some amazing stuff on the table tonight. Like always, what did you bring?
Well, Josh and I both went over to Redboard about a week ago or so, I don't know, and saw these Tangent cabooses right when we walked in. And
These are the new ones?
The brand new ones,
Brand new ones, yeah. So I got my 3. There's a CNC, which is Campbell Wright's caboose, and then a Wright track, which I modified to make it look like the Darby built with the flat roof and welded sides instead of rivets.
That's right. You made 2 variations.
Right.
Now, Campbell Wright's cabooses, as I recall, they were called Centralia shop
Right, Centralia
cabooses.
built.
Is that
right? They're
so
all
this
the
is
same.
what Tangent came out with?
This is theirs, yeah.
Okay.
And so I got.
You're right, Dave. You do watch all the shows.
Yeah. Hi,
he
Dave.
does. We love you,
Awesome
Dave.
model.
Yeah. So my era is 1978. So, and this was the 1978 or 79 repaint. So. This would be brand new, so I really don't have to do much weathering on it, but that's why I weathered these others the way I did. So
Tangent Models comes with quite a lighting package that you
So,
guys
yeah.
talk about that.
It's green. It's no lights on either side, or you can put green lights on either side, or you can put red lights on either side. And when the red lights are on, there's a beacon light.
flasher in the center, yeah.
So there's 7 lights on this caboose, 3
And
on each
interior
end, and a
lights
beacon,
also.
and
Yep.
interiors,
And
Yes.
then
No
interior
kidding.
lights. And it's all different switches. So I can switch red lights on one side and green lights on the other side, or no lights on the other
How
side.
do you switch them?
With one of those
with
reeds.
with the little wand that
yeah, I already put my
we were
back in the
ill
box,
prepared
so
and didn't have on the
So it's
shelf.
got reed switches in it.
Yes.
magnetic wand,
Right.
sets them off. That seems to be a very popular thing in the
Yeah.
last 7
With track
years.
power.
But I thought it was cool because there's a lot of different year variations. There was a 74, there was
Right.
a 77, and these are the 78s that we both bought.
And
Nice.
then they have the modern ones all the way up to with Canadian national lettering on
Yep.
them, and even some short lines that they.
Yeah,
that are
really
using
impressed
those.
with them. They're very, very well
Oh
done.
man, yeah. I mean, it's just amazing. The models are coming out with
Yeah.
nowadays. And speaking of amazing, these 3D prints. This is a guy up in West Virginia near D.C. area. He sent me these trailers that he 3D printed, and this is a Fruhoff refrigerator van. But check out the detail on that, man. It's incredible that
Wow.
it's 3D print. You can hardly
Look at the back
You can't
there.
see any layers on it at all. But this
There's no
one,
lines. There's no
At all.
striations at all.
It's
This is 3D printed, so this is a resin print.
right.
Okay.
Very cool.
And this one up here was what the first thing that attracted
cool.
me to his products. It's a moving van, a really nicely done moving van, and I've been wanting to do one. There used to be a place out in Fenton, a company called Banter A.
Okay.
And we see their trucks out there in Fenton a lot, and all over the country actually. But I always wanted to build a model of their trucks, so William Brillinger of Precision Design, he's going to make the decals for me. And
This
that'll
is
be
very
one way.
well built, very durable, very thick, very heavy all on its own. I thought there were weights in there. At
He
first.
sent me a couple of international old 70s style cabs too that are incredible detail, and he's got decals for the grill, the international lettering on the
very
grill
cool.
and everything. And so, yeah, I'm excited to
What's the
work on
gentleman's
this stuff.
name that does this?
Justin Grimm.
Okay.
And he's on Facebook under Grimm Brothers Models or something.
What was the name of the person that contacted me this week where he made that plastic flow trailer that would hold pellets in it for the injection
That's
molding?
Steve Tuff.
Steve Tuff?
Yeah, and Notley. I can't remember their names again, but I know Steve Tuff, and they're I can't even remember the name of their company now that you're putting me on the spot. But
I'm sorry. He called
yeah.
me this week. I went through their website and he wanted to explore maybe promoting some of the various things he made. I know he made a speeder for you.
Yeah,
He made
right,
that trailer.
right.
I looked at his website last night, the Coke machines. There's another modern, streamline almost looking speeder on his website. A lot of exciting models. And we're going to probably talk about his stuff later this month or
I
in
know
January.
it's Yelton Models.
That's what it is. It's Yelton
His
Models.
name is Dan Notley, Chef Dan.
Okay.
And then Steve Tuff is the other guy. But Yelton Models, yeah, they make all kinds of cool stuff. So check out their website too.
Yeah, we'll give you a call this weekend and tell you.
And I'm
kinda.
still waiting from.
Be great to have you in town here so you can share your own products yourself.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
they're
we
up
really
in
want.
Canada.
We want modelers and manufacturers alike to sit at this table and share their wares.
Yeah.
Because that's the best way for us to learn what's new out there in this industry, and that's what it is
Yeah.
this show's about, right?
I
Right.
agree.
So there's a lot of cool stuff. It was awesome to have my son Tyler in town this week for Thanksgiving. He's at Rolla taking engineering for a degree. And boy, I'll tell you what, he got a hold of that he found a 3D printer down here, and he had that thing humming around the
Man.
clock.
Really?
He wouldn't allow
like it
me to
was-
shoot any
Yeah.
B-roll of him. He's like, you can't videotape me,
Yeah.
Dad.
Oh,
I'm like,
man.
oh man, wah, wah, wah.
Yeah.
But the fact was he had it humming, and everything he was trying to print on the, I think that's a Phantom or a Proton. It's a filament printer, which is really a simple device. Proton X, Phantom X. I need to have the list with
James,
me.
look, James isn't here tonight.
G&O Robotics, USA.com. It's on the website, the filament printer. It's super simple, and the fact is it works. And if Tyler could just show up out of nowhere call one of his friends on the phone the way he did, because I started getting all these emails of files in my email account. And he was on the computer here behind me, downloading the files, putting them onto a
Thumb drive,
thumb drive,
plugging it right
plugging
in.
it into the machine, and boom, it popped right out.
Yeah.
I mean, every print came out perfect.
Yeah.
Very
So, I mean, what James is doing is not that difficult. I give him so much credit, but it's actually simple.
The tower was pretty neat, let's say.
It's worth checking out.
sure
And thank
is.
you very much to a lot of the folks that called Greg Summerlin down there at GNLRoboticsUSA.com. You guys have been buying printers from him for the last 2 weeks pretty steady to be able to get them in time for Christmas. So thank you so much for that. We have a bridge to talk about, don't we? Lightner Trestle is running in the Model Railroad Hobbyist Magazine video right now over at MRH's YouTube site. And that is a bridge on the Rio Grande Southern at milepost 159. It is in fact bridge 160A. And this was the video that it took 9 months to create this scene, this diorama. It's designed with a base so that you can wheel it into your layout room and connect it to your layout like a module. It's a perfectly designed module of Lightner Trestle. The entire bridge is built on a 1% grade. It's a 300 and something odd foot radius type structure. It's the most accurate bridge that's ever been built of Lightner Trestle. And the reason I can say that is I used photographs and plans and built it religiously correct within 2%. When I used to build courtroom models for attorneys, sometimes they would tell me you've got a 5% to a 2% factor of accuracy that you have to comply with, or we can't accept your model. This bridge is built darn right. I sold or gave the bridge to my buddy Jushua here because he really got into narrow gauge when he started building that layout of his. And now Joshua's like, you know what, Ken, let's let somebody else appreciate that beautiful model that you built that's running in the video at Model Railroad Hobbyist Magazine currently. So what's a fair price to ask for that? If you were a corporation coming in asking me to build that, I would probably tell you $50,000 and I would have it done in 9 months. For this night, you can have it for 10 grand. Go to Joshua's house and pick it up, or come here and pick it up. We'll load it into your vehicle, but that's very worth what it took to build with regards to hours. And that's all I have to say about that. Leave something in readers' comments or get a hold of either me, Mike, or Joshua through email. Do the best you can. You will get through to us.
Facebook. What's
Facebook.
neat this week? Facebook.
Facebook. What's neat this week, right?
Yeah.
Right. We've never done that before,
No.
but
Yeah.
it's all good.
Yeah.
And I want to see that model go to somebody that really loves
I
it.
do too. I want to see it go somewhere nice.
So what else we got on the list here? ABR
I
Model
want to
Works
talk
from
about
Australia.
Yeah, let's talk about Chris's stuff.
Chris Percival from ABRModelWorks.com wanted us to open up.
Oh, and boy, I dig. Doug Repair Shop. Let me tell you.
We opened it, right?
I am impressed with this model because usually you buy.
There's nothing in there.
Oh, because I laid it all out. Look, it's all out on the table. The box is open, the cards are out. So look at all this stuff that comes in this kit. Not only do you have the building, all the walls that are laser detailed on both sides.
Right.
And I mean, the laser printing is very in depth. So you could paint it
God, it comes apart
and
easy.
put a white wash over it to get
Yeah.
into the little cracks. And there's still enough room to do that.
We could actually build that right here,
Well,
right
that's
now.
what I'm saying. That's
It
what
all falls together.
Look, that's what these are for too.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, these are such a cool thing that you can have these little pieces of paper and design your own building before you ever put it together.
Well, if you go to his website, he's got these downloadable
Right.
pages. That
so you can just
right.
do them all yourself.
Then you know what to
but,
order.
But this is the actual model, and I mean, look, this is the base of it. Look at, that is very, very cool, burnt in very deep. I'm just super impressed with the laser printing on it. And then on top of all that stuff, you get all these 3D printed pieces. Look at the detail.
Air
This,
compressor.
I know. Yeah, they
this
are.
is a work desk with things on it, This is
It's crazy.
Look at the shelf here with all the oil cans and that stuff.
In the old days, they would white metal spin cast these.
Right,
and they wouldn't be half that good.
No.
Correct. But these are challenging my painting abilities. Oh, sorry. My painting abilities. And you know, that is awesome. It's just amazing. All the pallets you get.
Yeah.
You get all this stuff that's laying out, plus all the stuff that's in the box still that I didn't put out, you know, and
Yeah, the window mullions are sweet. So this is another great kit that you can order. All these models are available from Spring Creek Model Trains in Deshler, Nebraska, but you still got to go to the ABR Model Works website at abrmodelworks.com and be able to look up and reference the material, then call Spring Creek and simply order it from them so that you can save on the shipping. So, yeah, plus he also gave us a product code, as I recall.
I didn't get that.
And I've got the wrong glasses to look at.
20% off. It's WNTW10.
10, that is correct, for 20%
Yep,
off.
20% off, and that only lasts until Christmas, I believe. And
That
then
is right.
after that, it goes back down to 10%.
Nice.
And remember, I ordered too quick, so I didn't get any
Yeah, I
of those
remember that.
discounts. But, you know.
You did order them on the show.
I did.
That was impressive in itself.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Speaking of Australia, Emma, our friend Emma.
Yeah, hi, Emma.
Oh, hey, Emma.
She
Oh my God,
wants
she
that.
was so sweet. Her husband was so cool when they came here for the Anamari National.
Yeah.
And she wants that photograph. So
Of?
of the end of the show with
The
everybody
thumbnail?
hanging around.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
She
send
wants
that
to
to
frame
you.
it on her train room wall. So
How cute.
what's the best way? Have her send you an email?
Just have her
or
shoot
what?
me an email.
Yeah,
I'll email the picture
just
to her.
send me the picture, and
I'll find it.
we're friends on Facebook, so I'll just bloop it right on over. I can do that right now.
We could do that.
All right.
Shout out to Jennifer Kirk out in the UK. Robert Steers and I did, in fact, talked about you last night. We really like you, and we are going to find a way to get you in this country to come hang out with us. Maybe next summer. We'll have to play it by ear and see how this goes down. But Jennifer Kirk, you make some amazing videos, and you're doing very well with regards to the production quality of your show and the sponsors that you're starting to attain for your show. So we're very happy with you and look forward to helping you in any way that we can. And thank you so much for the videos that you make for me for the What's Neat show at Model Railroad Hobbyist Magazine. The last one we just ran had 5-inch gauge and 7.5-inch gauge.
Wow. Yeah.
Which will be running in the next video that comes out on the 15th, and that's probably the December's What's Neat. That'll come out around December 15th.
Yep.
Also in that video is a great interview with Larry Harrington from Bachman Industries, and he shares with us that brand new DCC Easy Command system that they just came out with, which is a great improvement over the older system in that it's got all 28 functions and it's got a lot of neat new features on it. Dan Mischio is also in that video where he shares with us their new DCC system that TCS has come out with, and he explains briefly how the UWT 100 throttle works in conjunction with that system for programming, as I recall. Plus there's some great drone footage from Dan Scheidel in that video. I mean, it is his best. It's a compilation of
Compilation.
Compilation. It's a variety of his best work that he's
collection.
ever done. It's freaking
Yes.
amazing. I loved watching it. It's hypnotic, and if you can make your models look like they look from a drone, then you win all day long.
That's right.
And that's the reason why we run that segment on the What's Neat show, right? So what else, gentlemen, would you like to talk about
I want to
tonight?
talk about winning, and that's putting the new Shugar Fire and Arnold together.
Okay.
And I have a couple pictures here.
Okay.
I have this first picture of the giant Shugar Fire 55 emblem that we have on the wall, and we use the old rusty metal that you can see behind it, and that takes up a whole wall. And then these barn doors are 10 foot tall. They are just so neat. Here's a picture of them. And then I also want to give a shout out to Sergeant Mike Marks of the St. Louis Downtown Police, who watches the show with his boys.
I want to
Yeah.
meet some model railroaders that are police officers. In high school, I hung out with Lenny Applebaum,
Yeah.
God bless him, and another gentleman by the name of, it was like Liebach's name, but I think it was Lindenbach or something to that effect. Another St. Louis County police officer. There was a lot of model railroaders that were county police officers when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Kurt
And
Rudolph.
I socialized. Kurt Rudolph's another one, right?
Yeah.
Well, he's much younger than us.
He was a modeler because of his father, and now that he is a father himself, he's also modeling with his kids. But him and I became very good friends in the 7 years that I was downtown at the Shugar Fire.
I think I met him one night when I was down
sure
there.
did. Yeah, we were walking around.
Super
and he was
nice
down
guy.
there. Yeah. So he made me this. Here's a picture of it. It's a wine top of a wine barrel, and he had laser cut
this
Shugar
is
Fire
nice.
55 in
Yeah.
Arnold, Missouri, and then had it painted.
What
and
a
then
guy.
lacquered over. And so
That's awesome, man.
He gave that to us to put at the new store.
That's
so
a beautiful
I thank you
work
very
of
much.
art.
Yeah,
And wherever
it's
you go,
awesome.
you leave a trail of friends and
Well,
love, you know.
I like to have a lot of friends, you know. So
At Train Fest, Denny said he had people walking up to him wanting to get their picture taken with him.
well, I feel like we're all a big family, you know. I mean,
Well, we are.
You know,
We have friends out there.
Yeah.
I mentioned that on an RPM show 2 years ago, where we have friends out there that you never know when you're going to need them, but when you do, they're there.
Yeah.
You guys are like that to us. This is the hobby shop banter, where you go into
much.
Tinkertown on Friday night
Yeah.
after work, and you stand around for about a half an hour to an hour, make your
And just
purchases,
talking
and
and-
listen,
yeah.
right?
Show what you're working on.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
those were the days.
Yeah.
Those were good days.
Well,
Yep.
we need more.
We
of
have the
those
internet
days
now. Now we
Yeah.
do this here every Saturday
Right.
night.
But that
Right.
makes you a lone wolf. Don't be a lone wolf. Get with friends, even if it's just once a week or once a month. Find
Yeah.
a group of buddies. I mean, I love the lone wolf stuff because I don't have to ask questions or answer things. I can do whatever I want.
right, right.
But it's so fun to hang out with you guys and do
is.
projects with you guys too. I'm learning every time.
I've been
Yeah.
loving Dave Davis coming by here on
Yeah,
Saturdays
yeah,
from time to
that's
time.
cool.
Right.
It seems like it just kind of evolves. We hang out together
Yeah.
for multiple months, multiple years. Then
Well,
we
yeah.
kind of have our own things going on, and then we come back again. So I mean, I miss Daniel Coombs. Daniel, we know
Yeah.
what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're working hard
Yeah.
out there,
Well,
making
and
a living. Good job.
Jeff Meyer, Austin
Yes.
Allard. I
Right.
mean, everybody that comes, they have other
Campbell.
things going on too. So
Yeah.
we miss all of you and wish everybody happy holidays. And
We would love to have more law enforcement on the show. I
Yeah.
think that would be a great segment of law enforcement and model railroading. I mean, that's a great connection.
Yeah.
Plus, anybody out there that watches the show that lives close enough where they can come here and attend and sit at this table and share off their beautiful work that they make for this great hobby. It's all kumbaya, and we would welcome that. Don't be shy. Contact us on the What's Neat This Week Facebook page. And I know Mike monitors that. Do you monitor that? I don't hardly ever look at it, but when you guys tell me to, I do.
right.
So, I know that's a lot.
It is. That's all right though. A lot of information coming your way. You can rewind though.
Yes, and there's a lot of new exciting stuff going on around here as I rebuild this layout into something new and get rid of a lot of the narrow gauge trackage and build new structures.
Yes.
I am so looking forward to
Yeah.
actually, seriously, really personally getting back into running trains and being in this hobby the way I used to be years and years before.
I'll be glad to see that
gonna
third
do
rail
that.
go, man. When you did that,
Yeah,
I thought,
yeah,
man,
yeah,
That
yeah.
drove
It looked
so
like-
many people crazy.
Either
line
narrow
out,
gauge or
yeah.
standard gauge.
Right.
You can't have 3 rails on this
Oh,
layout.
I
Yeah.
got so into that Blackstone stuff and the history of narrow gauge. It was so
It is.
addicting
It
to
is
study.
so addicting.
It is.
I mean, it was impressive that you gauged that third rail all
Yeah.
the way around
No,
through switches
no.
and everything, and
Nope.
it ran.
No.
Wow.
I 10% of my trains run on this layout because of that.
Yeah.
Something hooks up on it or derails it or
Well, it worked pretty good at first.
standard
I
is
was
standard,
impressed.
narrow is narrow.
It's the
Yeah.
best hobby in the world with the best people in it. Just like Mike Budde and Joshua Barton sitting all around me. Here we are, December 3rd, rolling into Christmas. I think Holly told me Christmas is like 22 days away. I
Yeah,
mean, I don't know the
yeah.
exact math, but it's got to
Yeah.
be getting close.
And technically, there's a show on Christmas Eve, so we're going to have to work something out.
Really?
Well,
Maybe something a little special for everybody. You never know.
Come on, wear your Santa hats and everybody be down here. We'll have a bonfire in the backyard and we'll run some trains. People want to see a show where we're actually running trains on a layout. I'm not sure how to
Hey,
orchestrate
I wish
that.
we had that train running
remember
by-
when we used to stand up and take
I like
pictures?
that. I'd bring
and
some of my trains
Jamie
over to
and
do that.
Dion
Right.
and Kyle and
That was fun.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
All right, so we're going to take the NCE Power Cab. Mikey's going to use his phone tonight, I think, is what
I'm
he
going to
said.
use this.
I like this small one. That's actually cool as hell. NCE, gift for your family for Christmas. There's no better way, easier way to get into a DCC system that simply does what it's supposed to do. It works. The Power Cab is a system for $199 where you can run a small layout or a layout of this size. It'll work. Or you can buy the full-blown Pro Cab system, which comes with the power supply. It comes with the box that's got all the electronics
You
in
can
it.
get the wireless
Hook
version.
it up to
that
your
comes with the
Wi-Fi
wire.
system. Hook it up to Decoder Pro.
Or buy the wireless
And
at a later time.
It's upgradable. Everything in the system's upgradable where you've got the wiring radios in the ceiling and all the tethered daisy chains face panels around your layout. It could all be found at It's just amazing. It can all be found at the website,
ncedcc.com.
ncedcc.com.
That's right.
And so with that, gentlemen, this is our first show of this month, and tonight we're actually going to go run some trains, aren't we?
Yay.
All right. Let's go run some trains. Come on. I want to run some trains tonight.
Okay, you got to
All
get
right.
that big ass train off of there.
I'm doing it.
It's like 175 cars long.
It is a lot. Did we cover everything?
Yeah.
Let's do a thumbnail.
All right, I want to.
What are you going to hold up?
My engine. That's so badass.
Your engine?
Or my
With a
caboose.
cupola?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll hold this up. Ready, set, go. Show me some teeth. And and that's how you do a thumbnail.
All right.
Leave camera one rolling.
Sweet.
We'll roll credits. And just like that. I know, right? I get to call Holly and tell her to come home. Take off this microphone, please.
Shit, that was a good show,
Leave camera
man.
one rolling.
That was a really good show.
You can leave that one rolling.
Easy.
Let it go. Don't stop it.
It's still going. Don't
Let it go,
stop.
baby.
You got to take some B-roll of this stuff.
Yes. I guess. Tell them to
Why do you got to tell me? I'm telling you. That's how it works.
I can do it. I know how to do this. See B-roll of these beautiful, what is it, cabooses.
And this trailer too, especially.
There's always something new on this table, isn't there?
Yeah.
Nice. All right, gentlemen, give me a wave and let me kill this camera.